What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD back here with another video. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to hop back in that Tower of God, man, and see if Hats is gonna pull this off, man. He said it was really dangerous igniting his sword, so let's see if he pulls it off. Let's see if he has any drawback, any issues, and see how we're gonna defeat the enemy today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, what's up, everybody? You already know the deal. Before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Want to take your support any further? Patreon link is in the description below. Also, join our Attack on Game membership and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live on the channel. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. I'm originally from a branch of one of the 10 great families, but because of a situation with my parents, I grew up with the main family. Okay, so backstory time. Look, everybody hated Yasracha's backstory, so let's see. I don't know. I'm originally from the branch of the 10 family, main family. Ever since I was little, I've always been closer to animals than the people. As an indirect descendant, I felt alienated by the people in the main family who looked down on me. But animals are so straightforward about their feelings that I could relate to them right away. When I gave animals love, they gave the same love back to me. They never betrayed me. Out of becoming a regular and climbing the tower, in spite of opposition from the people around me, I chose to become an animal. Rather than dominating animals and forcing them to obey me, I chose to get closer to them by giving them love. Okay, so he really did. He really does love animals, and I'm guessing animal people. It took a long time, but I thought that was the best way to become a true animal. As I climbed the tower, I arrived at a certain village, and I heard that the people there were having trouble because of some giant wild rabbits that came down from the mountain. Because of their enormous size and extraordinary fertility, the rabbits weren't easy to get rid of. Upon hearing that, I went to check out the mountain behind the village and found the rabbits den. Seeing how many of them they were, I knew that the army would probably be called in to deal with them soon. Damn, that's a lot of rabbits. But before the army could come and kill the rabbits, I offered to get rid of them for the villagers first. I found out that the giant rabbits came down to the village in search of food, so we temporarily locked every door in the village. And in one part of the village, I put down some of their favorite food coated in drug for reducing their fertility. As I expected, the rabbits swarmed to that spot, and I went there every day and gave the rabbits food myself. At first, most of the giant rabbits avoided me, but over time they gradually let their guard down. After a lot of hard work, I finally managed to bring them under my control and stop them from reproducing. Then I gathered the villagers together and told them how to coexist peacefully with the rabbits. I told them that they may lack food now because of the rabbits, but as the rabbits' population decreases, the situation will soon improve, and the villagers listened to me. I taught the villagers how to befriend the rabbits, and the rabbits became their pets. Okay, so this man is just a regular old Dr. Dolittle, except he pretty much killed off the race of these rabbits because he stopped their fertility. So as they get older and die, then there won't be any more rabbits. So pretty much he just killed off a whole race of rabbits. But I mean, if everybody's happy, who am I to judge? Over time, the number of rabbits increased. Over the time, the number of giant rabbits on the mountain decreased dramatically, and I stayed there for a long time because people recognized me as an expert on the rabbit. A long time after that, suddenly, a lot of giant rabbits were found dead around the village, and witnesses said that some monster from the mountain had done it. People were terrified by the appearance of this unidentified monster. I headed over to the mountain on a request from villagers. I thought that even the most terrible monster could be befriended with good, genuine intentions, but that belief of mine was shattered the moment I saw it. It was as big as a castle with a flaming mane and two terrifying heads. It was unlike any animal I had ever seen before. Oh yeah. I don't know what the hell that is. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm guessing 5, so 10 12, well, y'all get the picture. I can't even imagine befriending it. I felt so helpless. The monster slipped away into the darkness. I returned to the village and seeing that even I didn't know what to do, the scared villagers suggested that they bring in the army. A few days after that, someone named Yasracha appeared. He said that he was very familiar with the monster that had appeared in his village and knew how to deal with it. He was confident that he could overpower it. Soon the battle began. There were flashes of light on the mountain and some loud noises. Then Yasracha came back with the unconscious monster. Yasracha is savage. Yasracha is savage. Seeing that, all the villagers praised Yasracha's strength, and I was completely forgotten. Yasracha told him that wild animals are dangerous and shouldn't be tamed. Okay. He said that they can only be overpowered or killed. He told the villagers that the giant rabbits must be eliminated from the village to prevent such monsters from reappearing. People thought that Yasracha was right, so they began abandoning or beating and killing the rabbits they had been raising as pets. The dead bodies of the brutally murdered rabbits were found throughout the village. And the rabbits which had been lucky enough to escape or be abandoned ran back to the mountain in fear. I couldn't stop them. All it just felt like it was my fault. I couldn't take it anymore, so I risked my life and went to see Yasracha. I told him that people began hating and killing the innocent rabbits because of him. I said that I had to tell him that I believed that his violent ways were wrong, even if it meant endangering my own life. I told him how I had tamed the giant rabbits and said that animals and people have to find a way to live together in peace. Hearing what I said, Yasracha simply laughed and disagreed. Violent. Do you really think your approach is any less violent than mine? Come with me, I'll show you what kind of person you are. I went with Yasracha. Yasracha took me somewhere in a giant mountain range connected to the mountain behind the village. What the villagers simply thought of as the mountain behind the village was actually a part of an enormous mountain range, and what I saw there shocked me. A bunch of those terrifying monsters was devouring the giant rabbits. The rabbits were their food. That's when I realized why those monsters had come to the village. Do you get it now? Those beasts have been feeding on the giant rabbits for ages. They're quite intelligent, so they try to stay out of human territory as much as possible. That's why they never appeared on the mountain behind the village, which allowed the rabbits to escape there. If you had just left them alone, the beasts wouldn't have come and got rid of the rabbits for you eventually. But because you brought the rabbits into the village and stopped them from breeding, the beasts didn't have enough food, so they had to come near the village. But that's not his fault. It's not like he's a bad person. I mean, did he know? No. But it wasn't like he was an evil person for trying to do the thing, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Hadn't got rid of the rabbits in the village, the hungry beasts might have even gone and harmed the villagers. And all those innocent people would have been killed, and these beasts would have been slaughtered by the government troops. That whole tragedy would have occurred because of one arrogant animal who thought that he could control nature. Do you still think I'm more violent than you? Yes. Yes, I do. I couldn't say anything. What came over me at that moment was not a feeling of guilt towards the animals that had died, but a feeling of helplessness that I, an animal, had failed to control the situation. I'm not trying to blame you. I actually understand how you feel. How could you understand? But people like you actually want us to complete control over others, and animals are much easier to control than humans. That's not true. Stop being such a hypocrite. Show that disgusting, arrogant desire to dominate everything. That's your true nature and what you will become. Look, man, I definitely will say this. This whole arc is definitely highlighting how evil, maniacal, and just downright of a bad person Yasracha is all the way around. Because He's taking these innocent people, these innocent creatures from their homes, putting them under his spell and forcing them to do whatever he wants, and tricking a lot of these people to thinking they're doing something, insanely wrong, and they're not. If you can be honest with yourself, I'll give you the power to control a lot of things. The power to control. It was too sweet of an offer to refuse. He knew me. And all right, back into the action. Okay, there's Child. Okay, all right, putting in work. Oh, putting in big work. Okay, Child. All right, baby, I see you. Now, Hats. Go for the division commander while I hold back the hostages. Purification. The distant and mysterious eastern sea that shaped the sword. It's said to be a sea that purifies all things. The reason that this sword obeys me, even though I'm not a ranker, is because I may be weak. Also, I know I said last chapter, I didn't remember who gave him the sword. I think it was Lororo who gave him the sword, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm also slightly more transparent than rankers. Take it. Is this a sword? Yes, it's a sword. Wow. And you're giving it to him? Lucky him. I'm your student too. Don't you have anything for me? It's from Walk Song, not me. They seem to have chosen it very carefully because you're Bam's companions, and they wanted to give you something that would be useful. It's even an ignition weapon. It would be dangerous if anyone finds out about this. Anyone finds out this is connected to Walk Song. So if anyone asks where you got it, just tell them you found it by chance in the tower. What an ignition weapon. So it's not one of the 13 months, so it's just a powerful ignition weapon. Can regulars use it? Yes, D-rank regulars can use it. I was surprised too. But this sword is very proud, so it doesn't listen to people who are too strong. Its strength and abilities also change depending on the situation and its mood. And many rankers have died trying to ignite this sword. Died, yes. They just passed out and never woke up. What a scary weapon. Don't take out the sword or try to ignite it unless you absolutely have to. Funnily enough, the sword is more likely to listen to those who are weak, but only if it's only as free of greed and has a pure mind. If someone tries to use the sword with even slightly bad intentions, it can even kill them. It has a mind of its own, so it's dangerous. I'm giving you this sword because I think you have a pure mind than anyone I know has. You mean it. Can kill you if you're too greedy. I know Hats isn't that kind of person, of course, but this is too dangerous. It's better not to use it. That's right, it's better not to use it if possible. Then why are you giving it to him? Swords are dangerous by nature, but it would be silly not to have a sword just because it's dangerous. It's certainly a dangerous sword, but as you climb the Tower of Bam, eventually you'll need it. When you're in a situation where you're willing to risk your life for something, if you focus entirely on that goal and ignite this sword, then I'm sure it will lend you its power. Just focus on saving these brainwashed people. If you don't ask for any more than that, I'm sure this sword will help me. Donghae, ignite. Alright, man. Let's see if he can pull it off. I'm sure he will, because they're not going to kill off Hats, especially not in this way. If he's going to die, it's going to be in a battle. He's going to go out in a blaze of glory. SIU is not going to kill this man off like this. I can't take any more than that. Just this once. Please work. And drum roll. It worked. Ooh. Ooh, Hats. Oh, Jesus. What's going on? My days is getting weaker. He broke the days. Did it work? Nice. He's losing control over them. I can't believe it. How could a regular break my spell? Thank you for this chance, Hats. I won't let it go to waste. And yo, this man just one hit KO. Stop it, bro. I mean, granted, we do need some kind of power scaling for the legendary heroes and Chai and Doan and all of this, but one hit KO? Don't tell me this man just got one hit KO, fam. Don't tell me they one hit KO this man. Regeneration isn't working, you bastards. Primal punch. Lethal move. Terem. They one hit KO'd this man. They one hit KO'd this man. Wow. Wow. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, bro. Look, one thing that this arc has taught me, Yasracha, Jahaz's army, yeah, so far, ain't really nothing to be afraid of at this point. Granted, are they strong rankers? Of course they're strong rankers. They are strong individuals. But the people that Bam has on his side, the top people on his side, against these commanded, these rankers, they not doing nothing. They really aren't. It's really embarrassing. It's spooky season out here, fam. They be getting one hit KO'd and dying left and right. I mean, should we be worried? Of course. Because there's more people. We still haven't seen the other mysterious rankers yet. The guy with the white hair. And which Ram was Mashani talking about? What brother was she referring to? So we still have a lot of things we have to figure out. Strength wise, because I'm sure we're gonna get stronger enemies as we go, because we have to. Because right now this is utterly embarrassing. This is goddamn embarrassing, and I feel bad for them on how embarrassing this is. This makes absolutely no sense. I can't believe you were keeping so many hostages in that pyramid. You're not just twisted, you're evil. Hey, stay back. Damn it. Why am I being humiliated like this? Your Lord Yasracha gave me his power and put me at the top of the pyramid. Are the animals gonna eat him? Hey. These animals look like they're about to mollywop you, fam. I've always looked after you animals. Are you trying to help me? Come here. Come here and keep that man away until I can get out of here. Okay, they all running. What are you doing? You're supposed to protect me. Are you disobeying? Dog, don't tell me it's the little beast with the flaming head. I'm your master. Don't tell me this man about to go out like this, bro. Say what you want. He was still one hit KO. Kendrick Dial. You've always seemed to be sitting. Is something wrong with your legs? No, Lord Yasracha. Are you uncomfortable with me sitting? If that's the case, no, I'm just asking. Purely out of curiosity. I'm saying I'm trying to avoid doing things myself, starting with walking. Is that so? One day it suddenly occurred to me that the dumber and more basic the animal, the more it requires his legs. It also occurred to me that I can get around just fine without using my legs. My job is to command others, not to move myself. I don't have to walk anyway, so I decided not to. Okay, that's an interesting idea. So you're saying you don't need to walk since you can just get others to do things for you. As you like then. Yes, thank you, Lord Yasracha. I knew you would understand. Very impressive. Well, I better get going. His legs are a symbol of how much more evolved he is than other animals. Yet, he's proud to choose a regression just to show off his own power. That would be such a foolish choice to make for an animal whose life revolves around survival and evolution. Yet, it's also a very human choice. You really have become wonderfully corrupt. Kendrick Dial. Are you okay, Hats? It hurts so badly, it feels like my insides are going to explode from the pressure. Is this what it feels like every time you have to use that power of yours? Bam. Hats. Wait, is the sword talking? Oh, shit. Bam's part of the field. A new turn has begun. The number of squares in direction. 4 squares forward. I see. You're going that way. So you rather face the map boss than deal with me. No matter how strong the map boss may be, it can be stronger than the legendary high ranker. I suppose that makes sense, but you'll probably regret it. White is going to catch up to me eventually unless I take this route. I don't have a chance of being White right now. It's better to go with the route that has at least a slightly better odds, even if there's an unknown factor. I'm going to try to avoid White and take the jumping route. If I can beat all the monsters in one turn, I might not have to face White. Even if I run into an extremely powerful monster, I'll be able to cross the map in the shortest amount of time. I like to move forward by 4 spaces. Alrighty. Would you like to open the prison? Yeah, hurry. The prison is now open. Please note that the monsters will come out of the prison. It's huge. Oh, goddamn rhinoceros. It's cowboy. Wait, what? Bebop and Rocksteady? What? Is there just one monster? As I explained earlier, the jumping route allows you to save time, but the monsters in the prison are also much stronger. The monster that emerged from the prison is the middle area beast that even rankers were afraid of. This is its breeding season, so the male is even more aggressive than usual. Don't let your guard down just because there's only one monster. Yo. Come on, Bam. Bam, don't do this. Don't look. You better look. Look, Bam. He's right. It's way stronger than the other monsters. Come on, this isn't very entertaining to watch. Use that thorn or whatever to kill it. You think I'm going to fall for that? I know you want me to use up all my energy here so that you can catch me. At least he's smart. At least he's smart. He knows White. Look, White is like, I'm trying to think. White is kind of like the Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. That's what White is. Bam is the Gon and White is the Hisoka. Hisoka wants Gon to become so strong just so he can fight him. It's pretty much the same instance with this. This is that dynamic in that relationship. White is willing to even train Bam to become strong just so he can fight him and eat him. His soul, you know what I'm trying to say. So pause. So I like that dynamic between the two, but White is just so funny and he has way more personality than Hisoka, so it makes it so much funnier. And Bam has more of a personality than Gon. Gon has a little bit of personality, but let's be real, Gon is a naive kid, and Hisoka was just a damn near mute pervert because he didn't say anything unless he really had to. So, but White talks a lot. I was trying to give you some helpful advice. I mean it. I don't want that thing to steal my prey. You still haven't really used the powers within you. You just use little bits and pieces of each power. You'll never gather enough power that way. You have to command the powers within you to gather together as one, with as much force as you can muster. When all your powers are directed in a single direction at a single target, then they're compressed into one. That's the only way for you to properly use your powers. Did this man White just make a spirit bomb? Command my powers to gather together. What is it? Are you interested? No. I'm not interested in hearing what a nasty person like you. What is this? This man about to kill him with the finger? Has to say. I already know that shit ain't work. He knocked off the horn. That we gotta do better. You sure are stubborn, but I don't think this is going to go quite as smoothly as you wish. This man regrew his horn. His horn got even bigger. Slayer candidate. It's only a matter of time until you set your powers on fire. The day when I first devoured another person's soul, I was extremely confused. I wondered, is it right to consume other people's souls like this just to gain power? If I can't take it back, how should I feel about powers of other people within me? But because of my thirst for power, I continue devouring souls in spite of my confusion. And as I obtain more power, strangely enough, at some point that intense confusion simply vanished. All I heard was the clear sound of a single word. The cries of all those souls I devoured were silenced, as though cut down by my blade. It was then that I learned about myself. I've always been different from them. I've been a ruthless predator since birth. I was destined for a blood-soaked crown. There was never any need to worry about that. This power can only be obtained by getting blood on my hands. This crown may be bloodstained, but it is a token given to a lord who towers over the dead. You are the same as me. I want to see you get drunk on your own enormous power and put on this bloodstained crown yourself. I want to see you corrupted by great power. Well, the joke's on you because Bam is not going to get corrupted. Bam has had multiple opportunities to get corrupted. Bam has pretty much gone through the trials and tribulations that normally would corrupt other people with such power, and so far he hasn't. Now, of course, there's always a theory going around in the Tower of God fandom that the final villain of the series will not be Jihad or Rachel, but could indeed be Bam, because he gets overwhelmed and power does turn him evil. That is an ongoing theory within the community. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But, I mean, you never know. I'm not writing a story. So, hey, I can only, say what I think. But that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comment section below, man. What do you think about Kendrick Dial, his backstory? Was it better than Yasracha's backstory? Do you feel worse for him? Do you feel like, get him out of here? He got one shot at the end. Anyway, what do you think about Hats igniting the ignition weapon? Do you think that was the ignition weapon that was calling his name at the end when he was putting it back in the sheath? Or was that Cha or Shibisu? Also, what do you think about Bam and White's relationship? What do you think about what White is saying? Do you think Bam will indeed be overcome by the greed and power that he has? Or do you think Bam is going to, of course, fight it off like he's been doing for all of this time? And do you think Bam is going to heed White's advice and let White, quote unquote, train him? Because let's be real, that's what White is doing. White is training Bam, even though it's a method that Bam doesn't agree with, but White is training him and giving him advice to become stronger. So that is always a thing as well. You want to keep up with me? Twitch, Twitter, Discord links, all of that is in the description below, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.